Hello there. Today, we get a new topic to discuss.
Oh, hi. Cool. What's up? What's the topic?
It's about one's creative voice, like your passions and areas where you want to shine.
A creative voice. Oh, that's neat.
So, this is my question to you. What would you say your creative voice is for
Mine.
this year? Yeah.
What, mine? Okay. Well, okay. My passion is screenwriting, so I would say that's where I would want my creative voice or even like creative vision to be centered around.
Can I ask why screenwriting in particular is so important to you?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so I love writing mainly. So for a number of years, I've loved writing. So screenwriting is my way of delivering stories and ideas in the best way that I can. And I love the entire process, like planning the characters, planning the storylines, building the worlds, receiving feedback, whether that be good or bad. I'm just in love with the whole thing. I think this is the area which I want to find my footing in.
Ah, that's interesting. What do you intend to do with your screenwriting and scripts so that you can fully realise your goals in the future?
I want to make the best and most engaging scripts that I can possibly muster, whether that be comedy or drama or like action tragedy. I want to be a master of multiple different genres when it comes to scripts, and also I want to try to work on my cinematography skills. Unrelated, I know, but it's another area of weakness which I want to improve on. So I would say overall I'm going to try expand my horizons for this year.
Expand your horizons, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that you'll be able to pull it off.
Oh, thank you.
Do you have any inspirations or, like, I guess, major influencers? Like,
Oh, yeah. Okay, I've got plenty of them. Okay, so you want me to tell you a few?
of course, just go ahead and tell us as many as you've got.
Okay, so have you ever heard of someone called Rose LaManna?
Oh, he's great.
Yeah, I know. So Rush Hour is one of the films he wrote, for example, and is one of my favorite films that he's ever wrote because, the slang hasn't particularly aged well nowadays, but I still find it to be a fine example of balancing action, because there's a lot of action and fighting and stuff, with humor. So that's that's something I want to write to the same standard of. And I know before you ask if I have any other influences, I do. There's two which are there's two. Have you ever heard of Mike Judge and Greg Daniels?
Oh, yeah, I've heard of them. They're some of the best people, but they're also not my favourites, to be honest.
I think it's like a mixed bag overall. So for me, I love them because they wrote one of my favorite comedies of all time, King of the Hill. Although the writing is a little bit crude at the beginning, I think it's a fine example in comedy and dark humor. That's easily an area which I want to get better at. And then when it comes to writing scripts that have little dialogue, that's a personal challenge which I've set for myself. And The Wild Robot is my inspiration because it tells a story with little to no dialogue.
I think we're running out of time,
Okay.
but there's one more question I'd like to ask you, if that's okay.
Sure. What is it?
So we've discussed your intent, your inspiration style, but how exactly are you going to show the creative voice that you've got?
So I've been meaning to talk about this. An idea that I've been having in my head recently is that during the screenwriting process, I would document everything, whether that be in an audio recording or a podcast format like this. Mainly focusing on the fact that, so I'll have this in my head, basically. I have the idea written down on paper, right? But how am I going to turn this piece of paper, what's written here, onto the big screen? I would be talking about my thoughts, my decisions, what I would envision. It's basically a mini behind the scenes of my work and would also serve as a mini diary to keep myself on track.
Yeah, that makes sense. I want to thank you again, Neil, for showing up to this.
Yeah, no
radio.
problem at all. No problem at all. Yeah, thank you all.
Yeah, thank you for listening. This has been awesome.